is, guys? Hey, welcome to the Sports Plus Life podcast. This is episode number 73. My name is Edgar, Mr. A.K.A. Rodriguez, and I'm not going to make this long. I got ish to do, but I also wanted to talk about stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Mainly sports. This weekend's packed full of stuff. So before we get started, go ahead and follow me. Instagram. Instagram is Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life, Instagram and Twitter. MRAKACO, Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to follow the YouTube channel, Sports Plus Life. YouTube.com/Sports Plus Life. I'll be uploading more content here coming soon. More frequently. I'll be uploading video. I wasn't going to do it on the podcast, but I think this requires a little bit more attention. A little bit more I guess a little bit more homework, because I want to get this right, and I want to get the facts straight. So follow the Sports Plus Life YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the bells, notice and to get notified when I upload videos, which is going to be happening more. Because sometimes stuff happens that I want to talk about like right then and there that I just can't talk about on the podcast. Like, for example, I want to talk about Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor has his fight now booked, it looks like, for January 23rd against Dustin Poirier. And Conor wants that to be in Texas, in Dallas, at Cowboy Stadium. Is that what it's called? Or what is it called? I think it's Cowboy Stadium. It's Cowboy Stadium. Jerry's World is what I've been calling it the whole time. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to talk about that. A bunch of stuff that just happens randomly. I just want to talk about it, upload it, blah, blah, blah. We're good to go. Boom, bow, beat up, boop, bam. You know what I'm talking about? But today, we are talking about NFL Week 6 coming up. We're talking UFC Fight Night. Brian TCD Ortega versus Chang Sung Zung, a.k.a. the Korean Zombie. You also have, that's pretty much all about it. Oh, Teofimo Lopez versus Vasyl Lomachenko. And that's going to start off like the fights that'll be popping off here pretty soon, because soon you'll have, you're going to have 2 weeks, Halloween. It's supposed to be next week, but they got pushed back a week. 2 weeks Halloween, you'll have Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. Bangers. They're at top of the world right now, and it's going to be a banger. Then you'll have, there's more fights coming up here soon. I'm trying to think, but off the top of my head, I got to look it up. But you're also going to have Danny Swift Garcia versus Earl Spence Jr. More bangers. Earl Spence Jr. hasn't fought since he got injured, I believe. I think he did. If he did fight, no, he hasn't fought since he got injured. So he'll be fighting. So he got in the car wreck. You guys remember that? That was when I first started podcasting. No video, I don't think. This is back in November. Maybe almost a year ago. Maybe it was a year ago. It was a year ago that he got injured. This is like fresh. Probably episode number 3 of the Sports Plus Life podcast. Now look at us. We're on episode number 73. And then we'll talk about COVID, still shutting down stuff, still being a nuisance to the sports world, to the world in general. But yeah, this weekend, football's up. Now, I don't know if this weekend the Falcons and Vikings are going to play. They probably will. They probably won't. Who knows? This weekend, there's a lot of teams on buys too. I think it's Raiders, Saints, Chargers, Seahawks. I want to say that. No, that's it. Yeah, Raiders, Saints, Chargers, Seahawks. Saints and Chargers just gave us a good one on Monday. Raiders upset the Chiefs. Seahawks did the damn thing. They deserve a break. MVP Russell Wilson getting a piece of Sierra, or Sierra getting a piece of him. I don't know how you look at this. Sierra's strong. Sierra's strong. I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna go with my picks. I just want to tell you who I'm picking this weekend and why. I want to break down a few games here for you. All right. game number 1, starting early, I believe. It's one of the 11 o'clock games my time. Let me double check here. Unless it's a night game. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, 11 o'clock my time. Browns versus the Steelers. Undefeated Steelers against the 4-1 Browns. When's the last time you heard that? 4-1. What, 1994? Is that what it was? 4-1 Browns. This is a different team than... This is kind of what the team that we expected last year, right? It's a team that when they got OBJ, and that they were going to blow people out of the water. This is going to be a team that was supposed to go to the Super Bowl, got picked to go AFC Championship games by a lot of quote-unquote pros, professionals, analyses. That's what they expected last year. But now they're 4-1. And I think it has a lot to do with chemistry. I think it's understanding each other a little bit more, adding a couple more pieces. I mean, Kareem Hunt has done a great job. Having Kareem Hunt this year and only having for like a few games last year. That's a big acquisition. Kareem Hunt. And especially now that Nick Chubb's injured. Probably have him for another few weeks. OBJ is getting the ball a whole lot more. I would just say touching the ball a whole lot more, because it's not like they didn't go to him last year. He was either getting double covered, he was either dropping passes, so it just wasn't a good look last year. But getting him involved is a big deal, because he's what they call him, a Swiss Army knife. He can do a lot of things. He can pass the ball too. I've seen him pass it. He can catch it. He can run it. Jet sweeps. They're getting him involved different ways too. So that's a big thing. Also, Landry's still becoming a good safety blanket for Baker Mayfield as well. Austin Hooper's finally coming into his own in Cleveland. And Baker Mayfield settling in. Although he's still having problems throwing those picks. Not at the level of Jay Cutler, but he's still throwing unnecessary picks sometimes. But they are gelling, and I think this is a good weekend for them to win against the Steelers. Stemming from last year, was it who won that game? Was it the Steelers that won the game against the Browns where Myles Garrett got ejected? I want to see here. Where Myles Garrett took the helmet off of Mason Rudolph and hit him with it. Isn't that what it was? Let me see here. Browns. What the hell is going on with Uncle Edgar here? 19. Was that 2019? It had to have been 2019. No. Let's see. 12-1. I think it was. Yeah, Steelers won 20-13, I believe. Stats. Anyways, yeah, I think that's the one where but where's the stats at here? Steelers. No, that's not it. Was it in January? Had to have been January, right? Because here, I'll tell me right here. I gotta find out. But anyways, like, it's gonna be good one for the Browns to get a dub here. They get a dub against the Steelers team. I mean, this is gonna solidify them as a threat in that division. Maybe they could turn around from getting smashed by the Ravens the first game. Ravens haven't been that impressive either. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what they are up to. Anyways, I'm done looking for that. But because the Steelers got distracted. The Steelers have given up a lot of points. They, especially the weaker teams, they gave up 21? Was it 21 to the Broncos? How much did they give? Let me take a look here. I want to take a look at their game log here. 21 to 16 to the Giants, 21 to the Broncos, 21 to the Texans, and then 29 to the Eagles. Now listen, a lot of these teams aren't that good. I mean, between all these teams, there's 1, 2, 3 wins between the 4 teams. And then you're talking about what? Like, I don't know, 24 losses? I don't know. I mean, not that impressive, to be honest with you. And these are teams that have backups. Broncos have a backup. Texans have Deshaun Watson. Eagles have Carson Wentz. Giants have God knows who, Daniel Jones. So this is going to be a bigger test for the Steelers. A bigger test for the Steelers. They got lucky because that game against the Titans didn't get played. I think that would have been a different game too. So I think this is where you see the Steelers get their first loss of the year. Browns, a dog against the Steelers right now, slightly. So it's almost a pick 'em. The dogs are dogs. Cleveland dogs, doghouse. Wait, dog pound is what they call them. I think is what it is. I think it's where you see the Browns finally start etching their name into these good team talks. You know. By the way, who's 4-1? Chiefs. Browns are 4-1. You know what I'm saying? Right there. It's I think it'll be a good game. I'm gonna watch it. Broncos play at 11. I'm gonna have all my setups. Got a TV here, my laptop. I got my big TV. I have it all going on right now. By the way, my picks, I figured it out. I'm 16-9 on the year on my picks. Not bad. 1-4 week 1, 4-1, 4-1, 5-0, 2-3 this last week. Not bad for Uncle Edgar. Oh, I've been studying. I've been doing the work. I've been studying. The hell's my notes here? I got notes here. You guys know how I do it here. My other game. I'm taking the Bears over the Panthers. Coach Rule, Matt Rule his men. They're not boys anymore. His men ready to play. They put it on the Falcons last week. And they've been impressive. 3-2, a winning record. And by the way, they're 3-2. Bears 4-1. Panthers are favored to win. Let me take a look at the odds. I'm gonna take a look at the money line here because we gotta take a look at this because there's something I realized when I was talking about Oklahoma versus Texas. Why was Oklahoma favored in that game? They were 1-2 going in that game. Texas 2-1. Should have been 3-0. But Oklahoma was still favored by Vegas. Vegas was like, you know what? They see something. I always take in consideration what Vegas thinks. But I don't understand this. Let me take a look here. Where's it at here? It is who are we talking about? Bears and Panthers. Bears are plus 106. That's the money line, by the way. Plus 106. Carolina Panthers minus 121. Why? Let me take a look here. So you guys know me. Uncle Edgar likes to break it down a little bit. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Bears beat the Lions, Giants, Falcons. Then they lost to the Colts. And then they beat the Buccaneers. They're 4-1. Okay. All right. Started to sound like Denzel Washington. Okay. All right. Panthers, without Christian McCaffrey, mind you. Let's see. They lost to the Raiders, lost to the Buccaneers, but they beat the Chargers, the Cardinals, and Falcons. I could see why they're favored. Cardinals, tough team. Chargers, tough team. Falcons, But I mean, only common opponent right now, what, the Falcons and the Buccaneers? Whereas the Bears have a dub against both of them, right? I think, and the reason why I'm taking the Bears is defense. I like the defense. Khalil Mack. Anytime you have Khalil Mack on the field, Teddy Bridgewater has something to look out for. But Coach Rule is that his boys ready to play. I said they had him ready to play against the Raiders. He gave the Raiders business the first week. I don't know. Is Teddy Bridgewater drinking is like North Kakalaki treating him right? You know, is having Matt Rule as a coach treating him right? We're bringing out the best out of Teddy Bridgewater. Mind you, Mike Davis has stepped in, put me to sleep in my fantasy team last week, 29 points. With this 29 points, helped put me to sleep. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this Panthers team. No, let me take a look here. No, I'm taking a look. Hold on, let me see. So they beat the Chargers, Cardinals. It's Teddy Bridgewater's stats. Hold on, let me take a look at the stats here. For all TB. T Bridgewater. He's throwing for 1,400 yards. All right. Throwing 1,400 yards. He's completing 73% of his passes. 6 touchdowns, throwing 3 picks, and sacked 8 times. I mean, that's not too bad, given they've played, 4 or 5 games? I mean, somebody got, who was Carson Wentz got sacked like 11 times that one game. Mike Davis got a touchdown last week. When are they expecting Christian McCaffrey back? I mean, it's just like, I'm sitting there, and they should, okay, here we go. Where's the news here? CMC, run CMC. News here. Because I got to make sure. Timberland and Panthers surge into first time. Nothing here. They probably should be 4-1. They gave the Raiders the business that first week. Let me take a look here. It's just, I don't know. It's a different team. I don't know why they should be 4-1. This is we'll see. But I'm going Bears. I can't deny that defense. No one can. Defense keeps him in the game, and allows Nick Foles. And Nick Foles is a quarterback now. More experience. Nick Foles. They're getting Robinson involved more. Tariq Cohen, right? If he's still playing. Montgomery. So I think I'm going Bears. That's it. I'm not breaking down shit anymore. Because I haven't really watched either team play all year. I'm trying to follow it. But I did watch that Raiders-Panthers game, the first game, and I was like, whoa. What is this? Yeah, you have Christian McCaffrey, one of the best running backs in the league, but he's injured now. But you still have a winning record without him. 3-2, Poppy. See what happens. Time will tell. That's what we say here on the Sports Plus Live podcast. I'm taking Rams over Niners. It should be noted that the Niners are confused right now. Niners don't know left from right. They don't know their elbows from their ass. They are confused right now. Just like I said last week. Dolphins are going to give him fits. Just like I said the last podcast before Fitz. And Fitzmagic gave him fits. The Rams are pretty hot right now. I think they did suffer their first loss, right? When did they suffer their loss? Where's it at? I should be really more. I now was like trying to get prepared here. They're 4-1. They lose to the Cardinals, right? No, Bills. Lost to the Bills. I mean, tough team, the Bills. They beat the Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Washington. I mean, okay. Let's take a look here. You know what we're gonna look at is the numbers. Let me see. Where is the Rams? Minus 167. Niners are plus 148. Yeah. Rams haven't played the best teams. Okay, now I'm second thinking this pick. Niners beat the Jets, Giants, but they've smoked by the Dolphins, Cardinals, and Eagles. Yeah, I'm still going Rams. I mean, I don't know. I think Garoppolo's going to start. I'm not 100% sure who's going to start. No, Mostert has hurt him. Deebo Samuel's back. George Kittle's back. They got to protect the quarterback. Their defense is withered down to bones. You know whose name I haven't heard a lot? Richard Sherman. Is he hurt? Doesn't matter. So it's like Rams over Niners. That's what I'm going. Rams over Niners. And it's like, I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if a lot of other coaches would. I mean, I feel like someone like Bill Belichick would, with a team like the Niners, the players they have, would still get more dubs than just the two against the Jets and Giants, I think. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's still a baby compared to a lot of these coaches, but Kyle Shanahan does have the pedigree, does have the experience, has been around it his whole life. His dad been to Super Bowls, won Super Bowls. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this squad, but I'm taking the Rams. Sean McVay's going to have his boys there. Jared Goff's going to go off. Woods. No, not Woods. Cooper Kupp. Yeah, Woods. Yeah, Woods. Brandon Cooks is the one who dipped. Woods, Cooper Kupp, Higbee. They're ready to roll, man. I'm going Rams. Uncle Edgar is also taking the Dolphins over the Jets for magic. Fitz magic. Putting on Joe Flacco on the Jets. It's going to happen. And then I'm taking the Bucks losing to the Packers. Because that one's actually close. I think they have. Let me take a look. I'm going to look at Vegas. See what Vegas says here. They have it as a pick'em. It's a pick'em. Packers minus 108. Buccaneers minus 105. Why? Not sure. I will take Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams over that Buccaneers defense. Straight up. Not much to say here. I mean, and I don't know why. I don't think people are giving the Packers credit all year. I think they've been underdogs in like 3 out of the 3 or 4 of their games. That is disrespect to AR12. Discount double check. I mean, by the way, AR12 visited my little hometown in Greeley last year. It wasn't even last year. It was like this summer. I don't know what he was doing. He was getting a hat. He was at a little hat place here. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers visiting the Cowtown. But I don't know. Where's the disrespect? I mean, right now, you're looking at MVPs. You're looking at Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen. You're not looking at Tom Brady, even though Tom Brady's having a decent year. You're looking at Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Russell Westbrook, Patrick Mahomes. Nothing's changed there. I think the Packers do want to win. The Buccaneers are going to win. I mean, they're going to have to be able to stop Aaron Rodgers. And, dude, Aaron Rodgers looks good. Solid. Wasn't he with Olivia Munn? He was. Son of a bitch. I want to be with her. Sloan from Newsroom. Those are my picks. So let's recap here real quick. Browns over Steelers. Bears over Panthers. Rams over Niners. Dolphins over the Jets. And Packers over the Bucks. 16-9 overall. That's pretty good for Uncle Edgar. Pretty good for Uncle Edgar. Let's see, 4-7. Yeah. Pretty good. Other games. I'm obviously for obvious reasons, but for obvious reasons, I'm gonna watch that Broncos versus Patriots game closely. Philip Lindsay will be back, I believe. Not too sure about Noah Fant. I don't know if Melvin Gordon would be playing because Melvin Gordon decided to get a DUI. Going 25, 30 miles or 30, 35 miles an hour over the speed limit. I mean, come on. It's not that difficult. I mean, you have enough. I don't know. I don't get it. You have enough money to call somebody, call an Uber, call somebody, pick you up, and take your ass home. Just don't fucking drive in the first place when you know you're going to drink. I don't get it. I don't get that. I just don't. It just behoofs me. Yeah, behoof. That you would make that decision. I don't know what it is, man. I don't get it. Either way, you got a DUI this week, Tuesday. On a Tuesday, you got a DUI. Maybe it was like, I ain't playing, so I'm going to party. You know what I'm saying? Dude, come on, man. You're supposed to be the man here. Like, make that decision. You might get suspended a couple games, too. I haven't heard anything. Could be suspended. It's just so stupid. It's just a lapse of not even lapse of job, just dumb. It's just dumb. Texans versus Titans. And then I will be watching where's it at? Chiefs versus Bills. And that's going to be on Monday night. A doubleheader. So that's going to be at where's it at? 3 p.m. mine time. So 2 hours ahead, 2 hours behind. 5 o'clock Eastern. Chiefs versus Bills. And then you have Cardinals and Cowboys. Which I assume that was the original plan for the Monday night. Cardinals and Cowboys. Now Chiefs and Bills are played doubleheader Monday night. A little bit extra foosball coming on. Whereas those two teams probably were playing to see who gets Le'Veon Bell. Which isn't like, I don't know, man. Le'Veon Bell hasn't lived up to his name, hasn't lived up to the hype, hasn't lived up to the money he got paid. I think he benefited from a great offensive line, great coaching in Pittsburgh. And it's just like, you could tell he's toxic. I mean, just like toxic mentality. I mean, you could just tell. And there's a reason why it didn't work out for him. And especially the Jets. Jets are a cluster. If you can't break it, if you're like, people are like, you know what? I'd rather not have you here. I don't care how good you are. We need the help, but no thanks. I'll see you. And no one wants to trade for you, by the way. They were seeking trades and no one wants to trade for you. That is an issue. There has to be something where, I wouldn't trade for him. I'm not going to trade for him. I've heard things. No thanks. Same thing with, what's his name? I almost forgot his name. He hasn't played in so long. Antonio Brown? Is that his name? Sir, yeah, him. Something's going on with that dude. But anyways, Chiefs versus Bills, bangers Monday night. Cardinals versus Cowboys. Dalton will probably get the start because after Dak's injury. I mean, this would be like a perfect time to be like, for Jerry Jones to be like, I don't know. What if he calls Kaepernick? Let's see. Let's just see. Because Jones is that dude. I mean, I think there's a little bit of like racism with that dude. There's something with that dude. Old school Texas oil tycoon type of dude. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, bangers this weekend. Bangers. Hopefully it's as cool as all the other weeks have delivered. At least 2 or 3 games have delivered. We'll see if this one does. And Monday night could be the bangers. Monday night, Sunday morning, Sunday nights. Who plays Sunday night? Oh, Rams and Niners. They should flex that. Packers and Bucks should play Sunday night. As is me. That's what I would have done. You don't want to watch the Rams and Niners? You know what I'm saying? This shit was cool like before the season started. Now When do they start flexing? Can they start flexing? When they start flexing those games at a certain point in the week? Like for example, this one right here. Packers and Buccaneers playing at 2. Rams and Niners playing Sunday night. Nah, we'll switch that. Never mind. You guys play in the afternoon. Packs, Bucks, push it back. Isn't that what they usually do? Sometimes. I mean, they want to be changing schedules anyways. Let's just change the schedules. I mean, fuck it. Fuck it. Anyways, bangers this weekend. More bangers, more fireworks. Saturday night, scraps. There are going to be some scraps. And I've been looking forward to this fight for a while. This fight should happen a long time ago, probably last year. But now we have it. Chang Sung Zung, the Korean Zombie versus T-City Ortega. Brian T-City Ortega, one of my favorite fighters. Brian T-City Ortega hasn't fought 2 years since he lost to Max Holloway. And Ortega hasn't fought since last December when he beat Frankie Edgar. So, by the way, they both have common opponents in Frankie Edgar. Both of them, first person ever finished Frankie Edgar was T.C. Ortega. Second person, Chang Sung Sung. Both of them have finishes over Moicano, if I'm not mistaken here. Let me pull it up. See here, Moicano, Renato Moicano. Yes. T-City finished him with a guillotine, and Korean Zombie KO'd him. The cool thing about this fight is you don't know how it's going to go. On one hand, you have Korean Zombie, who they call him Korean Zombie for a reason, because he walks forward like a zombie. And you could hit him. He has a great chin, and he keeps coming for you. But he also is a little sloppy when it comes to the striking. I was doing a little studying. And he has a great chin. But he does get hit. And you could wobble him. I did not watch the fight against Yair Rodriguez, which was fight of the year that year. I don't remember, like a couple years ago. And then you also had probably KO of the year that year for that like elbow that like you get. If you haven't seen it, we'll look up Yair Rodriguez versus Chan Sung Zung, Korean Zombie, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just look it up. It'll be anywhere. One of the best knockouts you've ever seen. I mean, but anyways, he can get hit. He gets hit, but he's tough. He has a great chin. These guys, both Korean Zombie and T-City, are very similar in height. And they both have pretty good chins. They both very durable. I mean, that fight, Max Holloway put a beating on T-City. T-City was still coming through. T-City was not quitting. He had to get stopped by the doctors, by the corners. Max Holloway taught him a lesson that day. I even think T-City has also changed camps. Don't know exactly who he's with right now. I guess I could probably look it up, huh? Where's it at? Brian Ortega. Okay. I can't type like this. I'm going to go old school. Let me see. Brian Ortega kicked out all cancerous people from his camp. And that was last year, so 2019. So he made changes after Max Holloway fight. And you guys know, if you guys follow me, if you guys listen to the podcast, if something goes wrong, you have to change it. Just like I talked about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder needs to make needs to make a change. You know who else has made a change after getting their shit rocked, of getting beat? I guess getting more embarrassed was Andrew Ruiz. Andrew Ruiz now training with Team Canelo in San Diego to become better, to just learn more. Same thing with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has made a little bit of change. He has gone away from the, or at least a person who threw in the towel. I can't remember who it was. Threw in the towel against his fight with Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury is going to win that fight no matter what. I mean, he wanted to go out on the Shield. He wanted to take more of a beating. I mean, I get it. I mean, the guy was looking out for him. But yeah, he made a slightly change, but I still don't think he made it enough. I think he make a big change. Go to Floyd Mayweather, TMT. Learn how to win from a winner. I mean, there was obviously a lot of great coaches there, a lot of great coaching. Mayweather can probably teach himself. Different heavyweights. Heavyweights are a little bit different than what, the smaller weights have to offer. But T-City, let me take a look here, bro. Plan. He said there was a toxicity with his former camp. I want to take a look at this. But let's read here. What is this? No. I'm gonna read this real quick. Let me see. This is from Newsbreak. On the outside, it seemed Brian Ortega had it all. He has otherworldly talent and could do things inside the cage that other fighters could never dream of accomplishing. He had a rags to riches story that was the stuff of Hollywood, and he became buddies with some of the film industry's finest, including actress Halle Berry, also Tony Stark. Tony Stark, Iron Man. I'm forgetting his name. I'm forgetting his real name. This is stupid. Where is the damn? Okay, I'm getting out of this. Here we go. Let's go to Yahoo. Yahoo seems to be a little bit more outside. It seemed Brian Ortega had it all. There it is. He had a rags. Oh, dude, there's a copy. They copied this. Anyways, he racked up one-sided victories over some of the best opposition UFC had to offer, and had a relationship with his coach James Lurson that seemed idyllic. Idyllic? Is that how you say it? IDYLLIC. It was a storybook enough deal that a beer company built a major advertising campaign around it. Corona. Oh no, that was it Corona? No, Modelo. Things though are always as they seemed, and as Ortega prepares to fight Chang Sung on Saturday in Abu Dhabi, life is nowhere near where it was last time we saw Ortega in the cage. That was December 8, 2018. Toronto, when he got beat up by Max Holloway, blah blah blah. No shock. Holloway was in it. Okay. Ortega entered the fight 14-0 and reeled off quality wins over Frankie Edgar, Cub Swanson, Hanata Makai, and Clay Guida. By the way, that Clay Guida, well, if you guys ever finished Clay Guida, smoke Clay Guida. Smoked him. Maybe the only guy to finish Clay Guida, if I'm not mistaken. He was, in many ways, an MMA version of a boxer, Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya won gold medal in 1992 and became one of the biggest stars in boxing. His talent appealing, blah, blah, blah. Nearly 2 years later, he's back, not so eager to talk about the past, but not so stunned by the problems he encountered in the title fight. He said he knew he was having issues in his camp going back for a while, and things weren't being addressed. When a reporter mentioned Lurson's name, Ortega quickly said, "You said his name. I didn't." He made clear he didn't want to discuss the problems from his past. "I don't really want to go into detail about it." He said, "I'm not in the business of making anyone look bad or trash talking them, but there were behaviors and things that were said and things that were done after the fight that kind of made me officially realize where everyone truly stood and their intentions truly were." So he's now training at the Huntington Beach Ultimate Training Center alongside ex-UFC champion TJ Dillashaw, Swanson, and Juan Archuleta. He went at length, raving about the teaching methods and the attention to detail he's received. But it's been more than just improving his physical skills, Ortega said. "I've had a lot of mental growth." Okay, cool. And there, plan. Okay, go. So yeah, they changed. He made a change. Obviously, there was something. I mean, props. They took him to 14-0. Took him to the highest level he could have reached at that point. Go to Max Holloway. Max Holloway embarrasses. It was just embarrassing. Pieces him up. This was a boxing match that T City wasn't expecting, wasn't ready for. Max Holloway outclassed him in every single way. Stuffed the takedowns, beat him up, and had a broken jaw out of that. But that's what you have to do. Those are the type of changes you have to make. You got to sit back after beatdowns like that. Go to the basics. What's going wrong here? What's going on here? Can I fix it? Can it be fixed here? Do I need to go somewhere else? And obviously he felt he needed to go somewhere else. There was things said. He's not going to go into it. I mean, that's classy. But you have to realize when there's a problem. You have to realize that you have to assess the situation knowing, can I get further in life or can I get further in my career with these same people? Changes were made. I mean, NFL people do it all the time. You look at the NFL, you look at organizations, they're like, do we have to move on from this player? Same thing with players in general. Can my career reach different heights with these people around me? So you have to make that assessment, and you did. Props to TC Ortega. This is going to be an exciting fight because I watched that fight against him and Cub Swanson. Amazing. He looked amazing against tough Cub Swanson. He looked amazing against Frankie Edgar. The first person to ever finish Frankie Edgar. That should be a huge feather in his cap. What other fight one time? I'm blanking here. The Clay Guida fight. The knee. Ridiculous. I mean, and Max Holloway, I mean, he was in there like second round, he was still fighting. The third and fourth were bad. Ended up getting stopped out of the fourth by the doctors. They were like, nah, you can't take this. And they have breaking jaw, probably a messed up orbital. The thing about Korean Zombie, you have to look out for it. He has a chin on him. And I think if any, this is going to be a tale of two different styles here. T-City is going to have to find a way to win this game on the ground. Win this fight on the ground. They call him T-City for Triangle City. He's great at triangles. He could throw them from anywhere, flying. He could pull guard, flying, art triangle. He's good at triangles. Transition in the triangle. Blah. Triangle choke. If you guys don't just look at triangle choke. Look it up. I ain't gonna get into details. But Korean Zombie, man, is something exciting. Something exciting about Korean Zombie. Only time I actually really seen him in trouble was that fight against Jose Aldo. He separated his shoulders. That wasn't good. But then he also had that fight against Yair Rodriguez. Unlucky. Yair Rodriguez would have lost that fight if he didn't throw that elbow. Korean Zombie is legit, man. Korean Zombie is legit. He has one of two Twister finishes. If you don't know what a Twister is, look it up. Twister, Jiu-Jitsu Twister, 10 Planet, Eddie Bravo. Jiu-Jitsu, shout out to my friend Kendall, who's expecting a baby. By the way, good luck, buddy. I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know if you're ready for that. But I love you. I'll help you. I'll come down here. San Diego, I'll come down and help you. That was it. You're talking about a man, Korean Zombie, who was also beaten Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier doesn't lose a lot. He's been he got finished by Dustin Poirier got finished by McGregor and Habib and Korean Zombie. Are the three that I think of off the top of my head. I mean, Korean Zombie, he goes out there and he fights. Doesn't lose a whole lot. Lost to Yair Rodriguez by that. Like Hail Mary elbow. Lost to Jose Aldo, separated his shoulder, got stopped by the doctors. Or ended up getting finished, actually. Lost to George Roop. You got to remember George Roop, KO, head kick. And then lost the split decision, Leonard Garcia in the Classic. He doesn't lose a whole lot, but it's tough as shit. So this is going to be a very interesting fight. I've broken down, talked about this fight a lot in the last few minutes. I'm excited. I just don't know how to pick this one. If I'm going to pick anybody, I'm thinking I'm going to go Brian Ortega. I'm going new blood. I'm going on the ground. I'm going probably decision, to be honest with you. Ortega, hopefully this change has made it better and maybe he'll go back to his jiu-jitsu roots and get a finisher. But as you can tell, Korean Zombie, not a slouch on the ground. There's a lot of other fights too. Caitlin Chikagan Caitlin Chikagan versus Jessica Andrade. I'm going Jessica Andrade, former champion. It's a beast. She can fight. Chikagan. What was it? What was the last fight? Chikagan's last fight. I'm gonna take a look here. Was it Valentina? Yeah, she got beat by her sister, Shevchenko. She ended up winning that fight by decision. But Jessica Andrade, when was her last fight? Was that the one she lost to Rose Namajunas? That's right. Rose Namajunas put hands on her in that fight. I remember that. It was a great fight. Good fight. I'm going to Jessica Andrade. Experience, top level fighter, wrestling, tough. Baby Anderson Silva. Not Anderson Silva. Vanderlei Silva is what I meant to say. Baby Vanderlei. You know, she throws those like, just watch her. Baby Vanderlei Silva. Jimmy Crute. You guys know I love a Jimmy Crute fight. One of my favorite fighters before all this happened. Two more fights I'm going to talk about right now. Thomas Almeida. I talk about Thomas Almeida just real quick. Was a beast until he lost to Cody Garbrandt. That one hurt my feelings. But I like this. Tom Almeida, he hasn't fought. I think, let me take a look here. He hasn't fought in like 3 years. Was it? 2 years. 2018. Almost 3 years. He KO'd Rob Font. Before that, 2017, he lost to Jimmy Rivera in decision. 2016 is when he got beat up by Cody Garbrandt. Thomas Almeida returning to fight Jonathan Martinez. That's a tough fight for him. Jonathan Martinez was beat up Frankie Saenz. Remember that KO? KO'd him. Not that long ago. What day was this? August 1st. I don't know how this fight's going to go. I don't even know how to just... I don't know. By the way, follow me. Because I'm going to start making I'm not going to make picks here anymore. Now, as far as MMA goes. Follow me, sportsbetteradvice.com. Follow my boy Josh Knuckles Knutson. He'll make you some change, bro. He's made me a little bit of change. Homie Bootleg made him some change. Sportsbetteradvice.com. And go sign up, man. He's going to give you a little change. You got to pay a little, but he's going to hook you up. He can get you that. He can get you some locks. He's going to get you that. He does fantasy too. So he does fantasy DraftKings. Makes a lot. He does good at DraftKings. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. But he gives you the good ones. He hooks you up. Follow him. Josh Knuckles Knutson. Sportsbetteradvice.com. I'm going to make my picks there. And then also follow me on Sports Plus Life, Instagram and Twitter, MRAKACO, Instagram and Twitter, because that's where I will post my picks too. Also, on this card, the first ever lifer recipient of the Sports Plus Life award that we give out. Lifer recipient, James Krause is on the card. Who he's fighting? I don't know. Claudio Silva, 14-1. Is this going to be at his natural weight? I guess is what I'm looking at. Who the fuck is Claudio Silva? There we go. Mixed martial arts. Dude, he's 14-1. Lost his first fight. Hasn't lost since. Dude, he beat Nordin Talib by submission. Jiu-jitsu. I'm just looking at this right now. I might have to go against James Krause. Great scraps, though. I mean, I'm excited for it. Anytime Fight Island pops up. Who's on the undercard? I mean, just watch it. Because if anything like last week, when there's an Nurmagomedov on the card. You know there's going to be smoke. Yeah, if anything last week, Buckley doing KO of the century. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You see submission of the century. You could see another twister for all I know. A flying triangle from T-City. You don't know what you're going to see. That's why you always have to tune in. Nothing to do Saturday. It's on ESPN Plus, if I believe. ESPN Plus, you can watch it on your phone, tablet. Your lady's watching something, you watch it on the tablet or your laptop or your Xbox. You can watch it anywhere. ESPN Plus, only $5 a month. You know what I'm saying? Bangers. And then next week, the one we've all been waiting for. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Justin Gaethje. I'm going to break that one down next week. Next week, I'm breaking that one down. I'm going to do my homework this week. Next week, breaking it down. Hold on, just real quick. Robert Whittaker, Jared Cannonier, Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris. Islam Makhachev versus Rafael Desani. I don't think that's going on anymore. I'll check. Cynthia Calvillo versus Lauren Murphy. And Magomedov Ankala versus Ian Kudileva. Oh, third time's a charm. Let's see if this... Is this like third or fourth time they've tried making this fight? Let's see if this goes on. Because I think Kudileva's gotten like COVID like twice or some shit like that. Or his camp has. If anyone needs to change camps, it's him. Bangers. We'll definitely break that down next week. But more fights, more boxing. The return of boxing. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. I'm going Lomachenko. Let me tell you why. Lomachenko is a beast. Lomachenko has the best footwork I've ever seen in my life. So fast. Sees everything coming. He's 2-3 steps ahead of you. I've seen him make, what's his name, Walters? I think I was watching. Walters Jamaican. Quit. He quit. He was like, I'm not, never mind. Thank you. I'm out of here. Knocked out, he beat up Jorge Linares, beat up El Chocal, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Jose Pedraza, Anthony Crolla, beat the crap out of him. Luke Campbell beat the brakes off of him. Actually, Luke Campbell was in that. I remember that fight. Not that impressed. But it was, Luke Campbell should be fighting Ryan Garcia here pretty soon. Just next month, I think. And Teofimo Lopez, I mean, he has finishes. He can finish the fight. But can he catch Lomachenko? That's the difference. Lomachenko is very seasoned. Heavy amateur credentials. 2-time gold medal winner. 2008 and 2012. Watch it. This is also going to be, I think it's ESPN. This is going to be early, like 5:30 or something like that. What time does fight? Let me see. This is going to be on, let me see, boxing, home. I think it's going to be on ESPN. Let me check. That's where his fights usually are. Schedule. There we go. Boxing schedule. October 17th. That's not helping me much. Yeah, it'll be on ESPN. I don't know what time, though. It didn't give me a time here. But yeah, ESPN. So ESPN boxing, ESPN Plus, MMA. Fight, just scraps all over the place. Tell your lady to go do whatever she wants to do. Or make her watch it with you. You know, family time. It is Halloween. You want to see zombies? This is where you go to watch zombies. Okay? You want scary stuff? ESPN seems to be your place. All right? I'm just excited. I'm always excited for the weekends. Because I'm going to watch sports. I'm going to play Call of Duty. I'm just going to be born again virgin who just loves sports. This is what it is. I've accepted that by now. And it's okay. I'm going to give my life to the Lords above. 7 bloody hells. Whatever they say in Game of Thrones. You look at me all sad. That's it. Also, this week I want to say Nick Saban, Cristiano Ronaldo, Weston McKennie, Falcons shut down their thing all because of COVID. COVID's still running rampant here. They take out the best, one of the most iconic athletes in the world right now. Weston McKinney, one of the promising U.S. national team players. Nick Saban, top college coach ever. And the Falcons, I don't know if the Falcons are using this as an excuse to be like, well, we're going to need another week to find a coach. We're going to need another week to get our ish together. We kind of want Julio Jones to play here soon and get healthy. So we'll just take our bye right now. I don't know. Poor Falcons, man. They're bad. They are bad. And it's on them. I would have made this change 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Like, yeah, why when the Cowboys got back and came back and beat us? Yeah, it's I'm making changes. And notice they changed the head coach and the GM. So head coach and GM, those are huge changes to make. You fire the head coach and the GM, it means you want someone who's going to bring in better personnel. You also want people who are going to bring better coaches. So that's it's a big move to make in the middle of the season. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the plan is. Enough is enough, though, is what they said. I think that's what I want to say to COVID. Enough is enough. Get the fuck out of my face. Well, that's it. Great weekend. Popping off this weekend. I will have more content coming out later this week as well. Today's Thursday, so no Thursday night game tonight. Everything's moved to the week because of COVID. The weekend, Sunday, Monday. No Tuesday games right now slated, so it was fun to watch the Bills and I forgot about Bills and Titans. It was fun to watch them on Tuesday. Did I talk about that? Who popped off on Monday here? Week 5. I didn't even talk about it. Did I record on Monday? Chargers Saints. Did I talk about that? I don't remember if I did or not, but that was a good game. And Justin Herbert's for real. I'm a fan. Justin Herbert, he's legit. He stays in that pocket, and he knows he can get creamed. He's still going to throw that ball. They had that game. They buckled that second half. It's Drew Brees. It's Drew Brees who put me to sleep in fantasy as well. Not to mention Davis, but Drew Brees put me to sleep too. Ultimately that game comes down to what? Aggressive coaching maybe? Anthony Lynn kind of let off the hook there in the second half. Let off the throats. They didn't get the gable grip in properly. So, let's see what happens this week. No Saints, no Chargers, no Raiders, and then no somebody else. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm always excited. That's why I do these twice a week. We talk about this twice a week. That's it. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I don't think I had anything else. I want to make sure. Check my boxes here. Nope. Got my picks in. See if anything happened while we were done here. No, that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Make sure to vote. Register to vote. Let's make a change next month. And I will catch you guys on the next episode, Sports with Life Podcast, episode number 74, next week. And that's it. Have a good weekend.